Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Scrap Me Quick Designs, the Let's Learn Cricut Explore Facebook group, and Cricut Maker with Debbie O'Neill Facebook group. And I am getting that question, which is the best Cricut machine for me? So I'm going to try to answer your questions here. And right now, Cricut has different machines available, and we're going to talk about each of those and maybe some ideas of why you would pick one over another. Plus, Cricut has some amazing deals on their Cricut machines right now, and if you purchase one through my link, I would appreciate that. And I also have a special promo code to share with you so that you would get free shipping on that machine. So let's take a quick look at the different types of Cricut machines and see if I can solve the mystery of what is what. All right, so Cricut has what I like to call the Cricut family of Cricut Explore machines, okay? And then, of course, we have the Cricut Maker, which is the flagship Cricut that just came out. We're going to talk about all of these. But the Cricut Maker family consists of the Cricut Explore 1, the Cricut Explore Air, and the Cricut Explore Air 2. So let's talk about each one so you understand what's what. All right. In the Cricut Explore family, the machines are all exactly the same size. They cut all exactly the same materials. They all use Cricut Design Space, this free software that you get to use with the Cricut. Now, all of them, the Design Space software is an in the cloud solution, so it's not on your computer. You log into your Cricut.com account and you use the software online at Cricut. Okay. Let's see. So with the Cricut Explore 1, you can still cut and write all and score all the hundreds of materials that Cricut has and other things where you can purchase at other places with your Cricut machine with the Cricut Explore 1. But the difference with the Cricut Explore 1 is that it only has one cutting head on it, okay? One tool holder. So we're going to look at that real quick. Um, Let me see. Okay, so here is the Cricut Explore machine, what it looks like. Okay, they all look the same, but the Cricut Explore 1 only has one tool adapter, like you see here. So that's where the blade goes, and you can open that up and take the blade housing out. And if you wanted to write or score, you would need to purchase a separate Explore 1 accessory adapter that would go in place where your blade goes, okay? So the blade there is in the center. You would take that out and you would put this accessory adapter on it. Then you could then you could write or score, and then you would switch that back out, and then you would you would put the blade back in to continue cutting. So this is the adapter that you would need to get. It says one pin adapter if you have the Cricut Explore 1, so that you would be able to use this accessory adapter here, and there you get a pin with it so you could write, and then you could also purchase the separate score tool that would allow you to score, okay? So that's with the Cricut Explore 1. All right, so that's the difference, the main difference between that or any of the other Cricut Explore machines, the Cricut Explore Air or the Cricut Explore Air 2. So this machine's great maybe if you're only going to be cutting vinyl or you don't really see yourself wanting to write very much. It does become cumbersome if you're going to do a lot of writing and cutting at the same time, because you have to keep taking that adapter in and out. All right, so that's the main thing with the Cricut Explore 1. It's still a great machine. There's some great deals out there. I think Cricut's even got it for as low as $134, which is an awesome price for that. And it does not have Bluetooth wireless technology. You would have to purchase a separate adapter to make it wireless so that you would be able to use it with your iPhone or iPads or even your computer to send your cuts to it wirelessly from Design Space. Okay, so that's the Cricut Explore 1. Now the Cricut Explore Air, well, let's go ahead and look at the deals on that. on the Cricut Explore 1. So Cricut Explore 1 has this pink poppy. Isn't that beautiful? I love that pink poppy. There's a gray one, all right? That is a super low price. These machines normally, when they first came out, were $249.99, but $134.99 is great. Get into the Cricut Explore world. That is a great machine to get at a super low price. They also have this bundle deal where you can get the starter kit, which has the mats and some tools and some basic supplies for you to go ahead and use. Every machine comes with one Cricut mat, so you all start with a mat, but this one has the other color mats that you would use for different materials. It has vinyl, iron-on, and some other cutting materials here, plus all the tools. So that's a great entry-level price for the Cricut Explore 1. All right, now we're going to talk about the Cricut Explore Air. And the Cricut Explore Air does the same things as Cricut Explore 1, but it has built-in Bluetooth technology. And it also has a dual tool holder, okay? So it does allow you to write and cut at the same time, so you don't have to keep switching out your tool holder like you do with the other machine. It is a great machine for, we're going to go over here and look at this. So the Cricut Explore Air machine already has the Bluetooth is embedded in it, okay, so there's no adapter you have to buy. It already comes with wireless capability. It has the two heads on it so that you are able, see, now you have two heads. So it has the one on the left where the pin, where you see the pin, that's the accessory holder. That's where you would put your pen or your scoring tool would go in that holder. The other holder to the right of that is your cutting blade, okay? So this way your machine allows you to cut and write at the same time as opposed to the Cricut Explore 1. That's the biggest difference between those two versions. Plus this, of course, has the wireless capability. They cut the same materials. They have the smart dial. Just like the other ones, you still use Cricut Design Space in it, and you know you have the same storage capabilities as the other machine as well. So there is a drawer underneath this cutting mat to store supplies, and there's a little tool holder over here, and then there's the smart dial here where you would pick which material that you want to cut. And so this is the Cricut Explore Air machine, okay? So that is the next version in the family of Cricut machines. And there are several different bundles that are available with this particular machine that are on sale right now. And as you can see here, this one, the low price point at Cricut is $149.99, which is also a great deal. And then they have various bundles with different materials and tool supplies depending upon what you need. And so Cricut Explore Air, that is the difference between that and the Air 1. Then you have the next in the family of Explore machines, and that is the Cricut Explore Air 2. So what is the difference between Cricut Explore Air and Cricut Explore Air 2? The Air 2 has the cuts and writes 2 times faster than the Cricut Explore Air. There is a setting in the software, if you have the Cricut Explore Air, which will let you put it into fast cut mode, which means that it goes a little bit faster if you're cutting anywhere from the vinyl mode through the cardstock mode on your smart dial. And you have to tell the machine each time to do that. So if you were doing a lot of cutting, let's say you're mass producing for a project you're working on or whatever, then the Cricut Explore Air 2 might save you a little bit of time. If you are kind of an impatient kind of person and you like your stuff to cut out faster, then the Cricut Explore Air 2 would definitely be the one you would want to pick over the Cricut Explore Air. They have the same capabilities other than that one cuts and writes faster, has the fast mode. Okay, and so for the Cricut Explore Air 2, there are also a lot of great bundles going on right now, and it comes in the new sky blue color. Okay, so there's this beautiful blue, sky blue machine that everybody's going crazy over, and Cricut has a lot of great deals on their site. And there again, I'll be giving you guys the links to these. And there's also with the Cricut Explore Air 2, they have bundled it with the new Cricut Easy Press, which is the heat press, and also a toolkit. So, and they have it with just the Easy Press and the machine. So if you're looking to put both of those underneath your on your wish list, this would be a great way to get both of those. So that's the Air 2 plus the Easy Press, which is the Cricut's new heat press. But there's some other bundles on here as well that are really great. And there's even a bundle here for you to get the Air 2 plus the Cuttlebug. And the Cuttlebug is the manual die cut machine that you would use your embossing folders in, and also the thin cut dies. So there's lots of great bundle deals here if you are looking for the Air 2. And the price points of these has gotten to the point where whether or not you pick an Explore Air or the Air 2, the price point is so minimal right now between the two. You won't go wrong getting either one of those. Okay, so that is the difference between the Explore 1, the Explore Air, and the Explore Air 2. All right, so that's the Explore Air, the Explore family. Then we have the new Cricut Maker, which is like the Cadillac of all Cricut machines. And the Cricut Maker, you know, cuts all the materials, it writes and scores, it has Bluetooth wireless, it has the double tool holder on it. It also gives you the option to the 2 times faster cutting and writing capability, but it gives you more. All right, so even more than the Cricut Explore Air 2 and the Cricut Maker, you also have a new, it's called their adaptive tool system for cutting hundreds more materials. It has been completely retooled over the Air 2 machines. They're about the same size, however, it has a completely different mechanism on the inside of the machine is the best way I can describe it, so that it can apply more pressure to thicker materials. It also comes with a rotary blade for cutting fabric. Yep. On the Cricut Explore Air and Air 2 machines, you can cut fabric, but you have to have that bonded fusible webbing on the back of your fabric for it to cut, and it cuts okay. But if on regular, more like cotton type materials, it cuts fine. But if you want to cut any fancy materials, if you want to cut without having to put that fusible binding on the back of it, the Cricut Maker is the machine for you because it comes with the rotary blade for cutting any type of fabric. Hundreds of fabrics, anything you can think of, the Cricut Maker can cut with the rotary blade capability, and it comes with your machine. It also will have a new knife blade that is not available yet, and this will be an add-on purchase that will allow you to cut even thicker materials like thick leather and thick chipboard. And there are also hundreds of digital sewing patterns available in Design Space that you could use with the Cricut Maker. So the Cricut Maker bundles are also available right now. And the Cricut Maker, the bottom line price for the Cricut Maker, this machine just launched. That bottom line price is $399.99. That is the price you're going to find. Now Cricut has bundled some different materials together for this for you. And they have one called the Essentials Collection because most people who are going to want the Cricut Maker are because they want to sew, or they are already quilters and they see this as a great advantage. There's a lot of quilting patterns in Design Space now to speed you along in making quilts. Also, there's all kinds of little stuffies that you can make, and purses, and all kinds of things that you can sew in Design Space that you can pick to work with your Cricut Maker. So they have this Essentials tool collection, and the thing about the Cricut Maker machine is you will get one regular Cricut mat, the light grip mat that you would use for vinyl or cardstock or pattern paper and that type of thing, but you also get a pink grip mat, and the pink grip mat is only for fabric. Okay, so when you're going to use your fabric and the rotary dowel blade that comes with your Cricut Maker, you will use your pink fabric mat. Now, this Cricut Essentials Toolkit also gives you a 12 by 24 mat, which is great because most people who are sewing are cutting larger pieces of material. And so the 12 by 24 mat will give you more capability to do that. And it also comes with this Essentials Toolkit, you get the bonded fabric blade, so that if you are using fabric that has a fusible webbing, you would use that blade. You also get the fine point blade housing, which you get with your Cricut Maker. And with this bundle, you get a 3-pack of the 12 by 24 mats, and you get the new Cricut sewing kit, which has all the basics you would need for sewing, and they're really good tools. And you get the washable fabric pen, so that in the Cricut Maker, it's going, if you pick one of the patterns that's in Design Space, it's going to actually use that marker pen and put in your seam allowance for you and any other darts or anything else that you need for that particular pattern that you're using. And it gives you it's a 2-pack of the fabric grip mat. Okay, so with the Cricut Maker, this is really, you can do all the regular stuff. You can cut all the other things you can cut with the other Cricut Explore machines, but now you can cut fabric with the rotary blade. Okay, so those are the primary differences between all of the 4 current machines that are available. And there's great bundle deals. You can just buy the machine, you can buy materials to go with it. And I hope that this was helpful and you kind of get a good feel for the differences between the 4 different machines. Let me know, leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer you. I appreciate you using my link to make a purchase at Cricut.com. Right now they have those great sales going on, and I promised you a promo code. You can use free ship NOV, N-O-V, free ship NOV, and that will give you free shipping at Cricut.com. All right, talk to you guys later. Let me know if you have any questions. I know you will find the perfect Cricut machine for you. Bye.